This is a song that I learned from Dave Van Ronk, who was my buddy for a number of years. I knew him for about almost 45 years, and just shy of 45. And we used to work together at places like, we worked at the Gaslight, Gertie's Folk City, Playhouse, everything but the Cafe Wah, which is an open mic. We never worked there. Up and down, he found an eating place in town. He looked the menu through and through to see what 15 cents could do. One meatball, one meatball. He could afford but one meatball. He told the waiter near at hand the simple dinner he had planned. The guests were startled, one and all, to hear that waiter loudly call, one meatball, one meatball. This here gent wants one meatball. The little man felt ill at ease. He said, "Some bread, son, if you please." The waiter hollered down the hall, "You gets no bread with one meatball, one meatball, one meatball. You gets no bread with one meatball." Well, I'm going to I'm going to give you an objective test here between the D28 Martin, which my friend Carol Hunter used to play, and Shepshire Bell used to play one, and boy, but everybody I knew played a Martin D28 or D21 or sometimes D45, and it's a wonderful guitar, and I tell you that right now that the Martin is probably the best production guitar on the planet. And I'm going to play this now the same song on a Takamine and give you an idea of what the difference is between the two. This is Takamine folk classical guitar, and it's about a $300 guitar as opposed to a $4,000 guitar, which I just played there. Okay, here we go. One meatball, as I heard it from Dave Van Ronk. A little man walked up and down. He found an eating place in town. He looked the menu through and through to see what 15 cents could do. One meatball, one meatball. He could afford but one meatball. He told the waiter near at hand the simple dinner he had planned. The guests were startled, one and all, to hear that waiter loudly call, one meatball, one meatball. This here gent wants one meatball. Little man felt ill at ease. He said, "Some bread, son, if you please." The waiter hollered down the hall, "You gets no bread with one meatball, one meatball, one meatball. You gets no bread with one meatball." Now, what you might have noticed there is that I put in that little turnaround that I told you about in a couple of lessons ago, and it goes like this here. You started out in an E minor. A little man walked up and down. You go to the A minor. He found an eating place in town, back to the E minor. He looked the menu through and threw back to the A minor to see, and then to the B7 to see what 15 cents could do. Then we go back to the E minor again. One meatball, A minor, one meatball in the E minor, then A minor. E minor he couldn't buy but one. Now go to the B7th. One meatball back to the E minor. He told the waiter near at hand, that's the A minor. E minor, simple dinner he had planned. Now the B7th. E minor, the guests were startled. A minor, one and all. Back to the, now to the B7, to hear that waiter loudly call. One meatball, that's E minor. A minor in between. One meatball to the E minor, then A minor again. And then E minor. This here gent wants B7th. One meatball, and that's the E minor. Then back to the B7th for the turnaround. Da-da. Then back to the E minor. The little man felt A minor ill at ease. And back to the E minor. Said some bread, son. B7th, if you please. E minor. The waiter hollered A minor down the hall. E minor, you gets no bread with B7th. One meatball. Then E minor, one meatball, A minor. One meatball, A minor. E minor, you gets no bread with B7th. One meatball. And you can finish it there or you seventh it out. Like that. Okay, that's how you do it. Simple enough. Okay, tell them Gorebagg sent you. Go to gorebagg.com and look at all my blogs and my Facebook and my MyFace and MySpace and all of that there stuff. And Twitter. Actually, get on my Twitter and you can find out when these shows are. I have spectacular shows that come up all the time. I have jazz and blues and all kinds of guitar lessons and flute lessons and saxophone lessons and bass lessons and drum lessons and all kinds of stuff. So get on my Twitter list, and I'll tweet you to some ice cream. All right, this is Gorebagg saying happy day.